Hello everyone, let's solve this problem quickly. Solution. Okay, so we have equation 1 to be x squared plus y squared equal to 20. This is our equation 1. Then xy is equal to minus 6. This is our equation 2. And then from here, let's do this quickly. From this equation 2, we can say that x is equal to minus 6 divided by y. Okay, we divide both sides by y from equation 2, and then we will call this our equation 3. Now we will substitute equation 3 into equation 1. Put equation 3 into equation 1. Remember, our equation 1 is x squared plus y squared equals 20. And now we have that x is equal to minus 6 over y. So in place of x squared, I'll write minus 6 over y squared. Then I have plus y squared equal to 20. If I open this bracket, then we'll have 36, because we're having minus 6 squared, that is 36 over y squared, okay, because the square is for both of them, then plus y squared equal to 20. Okay, so what do I do from here? I will clear out the fraction, and then to do that, I'll multiply everything by y squared. So y squared will cancel itself from here, plus here, I'm going to have y squared times y squared. That will give us y to the power 4, which will be equal to y squared times 20. That will be 20y squared. Now I want to rearrange this very quickly. For me to rearrange this, I will have y to the power 4 actually. Y to the power 4 minus 20 here will cross to this to become minus 20y squared. Okay, and then this is 36, so I'll have plus 36. Everything will now be equal to 0. I have rearranged this very well. Then the next point is this. I want to split this, because 20y squared can be the same thing as okay, let me take another step very quickly. I have y to the power 4. Just like we treat quadratic equation, let's break this down. We'll have minus 18y squared minus 2y squared plus 36 equals 0. Now what have I done? If you multiply minus 18 by minus 2, you're going to have plus 36. Okay, and then minus 18y squared minus 2y squared, we will have minus 20y squared. So this means that everything is still okay, so that we can now group these two and factorize, and group these two and then factorize it. If we factorize this, we have y squared common to this, so I will bring out y squared, open bracket. What is left over here is y, okay, this is y squared common, so what is in here now will be y squared minus here 18 will be left over, close bracket, minus what is common to this is 2. If I open bracket here, I'll have y alone. Okay, y squared will be in there. Then minus 2 into 36, we're going to have minus 18. And then everything still remains 0. So what do I do from here? The terms outside the bracket, I'll bring them together so that I'll have y squared minus 2 in this bracket. And then in the other bracket, I will have y squared minus 18. Because we have the same thing, I'll factor out y squared minus 18. And then this is equal to 0. And then just like we treat normal quadratic equation, we will say that it is either y squared minus 2 is equal to 0, or y squared minus 18 is equal to 0. So that's from here, if I make y squared the subject, then I'm going to have 0 plus 2, and that is 2. Or on this side, y squared will be equal to 0 plus 18, and that will give us 18. So now I want to get the values for y now, so that if I take the square root of both sides, it means that y will be equal to positive or negative square root of 2, or on this side, y will be equal to positive or negative square root of 18. Now, can I still break this further? Yes. So this means that y is equal to plus square root of 2 or minus square root of 2. And then when I go over here, I will have y to be equal to plus square root of 18 or minus square root of 18. Now, these are the 4 values of x. And for these 4 values of, these are the 4 values of y. And for these 4 values of y, we are going to find their corresponding values of x. Remember, we already have this equation 3 from where we can get the value of x. So let's go over to this. Remember, we have that x is equal to minus 6 over y, and then when y is equal to square root of 2, because one of the values of y is plus square root of 2, substitute into this to get our value of x. So when y is equal to square root of 2, then x will be equal to minus 6 all over square root of 2. So this becomes the first value or the first expression for x. Then let's go over to when y is equal to negative square root of 2. Substitute into the equation 3 again, so that we'll have x equal to minus 6 all over. In place of y now, I'll write negative square root of 2. And don't forget, this negative can cancel this, and then our value will now be 6 over square root of 2. Right? This is the second value of x. Now, we also have another value for y. When y is equal to square root of 18, what will be the value of x? The value of x will be x equal to, the value of x is going to be x equal to minus 6 all over root 18. We have root 18. So this is the other value for when the value for x when y is equal to 18. Then what about when y is equal to negative square root of 18? Then x will now be equal to this is very simple. X will now be equal to minus 6 all over minus square root of 18. Negative cancels negative, and then we have 6 over square root of 18 as our value. Now let's get all the values now. When y is equal to square root of 2, x is equal to, look at it there, when y is equal to square root of 2, x is equal to minus 6 over root 2. We have minus 6 over root 2. Let's stop here. We can proceed, but let's leave it at this level. Then when y is equal to negative square root of 2, then x will be equal to, let's look at it from here. When y is equal to negative square root of 2, x will be equal to 6 over root 2. So I'll have plus 6 over root 2. Then the last, getting close to the last part, when y is equal to root 18, then x will be equal to, look at it there, when y is equal to root 18, x is minus 6 over root 18. I'll have minus 6 over square root of 18. Then the last value now, when y is equal to root 6, actually when y, the last part, that is when y is equal to negative square root of 18, okay, negative square root of 18, then x that we got is equal to 6 over root 18, 6 over root 18. So these are the four values of x and y that